Well, hello. My name is I'm Lace, and today I'm playing Athalia Abijah Goma Makala Halima, also known as Ali. She is a rock gnome bard of the College of Creation, a great lover of travel and of the discoverer of things great and small. Preternaturally lucky, she lucked into a very, very unhappy childhood where her parents didn't really give much of a damn about her. But then she lucked into becoming the bag woman of another person called Elaine Quatermain, who happened to work for somebody called Raisha. And as time carried on, Elaine decided that being alive was a bit for suckers, so he died. And now I am carrying on the continued actions of what we were, which was to be explorers of the unknown, finders of the very rare, and reasonably just being just a bit of a write-up of post-colonial stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me.
All right. Is anyone else hearing a slight echo?
No.
No, it's just on my
I
end.
did for a moment, but it went away pretty quickly.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. I'll just I'm very persnickety about my audio, so I'll try to ignore it because it's really not that bad. All right.
Right.
Brilliant.
It seemed to happen when I was talking, so maybe see about it now.
Oh.
How about now?
That's actually better. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what you did, but thank you.
I didn't do anything.
I just sometimes that happens if someone's listening on external speakers softly, but it still gets picked up for whatever reason. Anyway, it's fine now. It's fine. Okay, moving on. Sibby, like to tell us about who are you two playing tonight?
I will be playing Fran Darkaxe, a paladin snow mountain dwarf from an outcast clan that's homesteading somewhere in the mountains.
Right. And how do you know Raisha?
As a child, the patron came to the village for some strange reason that nobody quite knows, but took Fran aside and taught him to harness his magics, which made him, rather than just a straight-up fighter, a paladin. And ever since, she has sent him visions.
Right. Excellent. Next up, let's go. Let's go with Zebo. Sorry. Hannah.
Yes, that'll be me.
Yes.
I am playing Zebo Snevrin. Zebo is a deep dwarf who grew up in the Underdark as a son of some mushroom farmers. He fell in love with a drow from a neighboring tribe, and they had this whole illicit romance. They planned to run away together. But his beloved brother found out about the relationship and they're planning to run away, and basically killed him at their meeting point, which was a tunnel leading out of the Underdark to the surface, and then sealed the surface behind. But having been a mushroom farmer and been experimenting with rare and exotic mushrooms, they actually managed to commune with an entity that they simply refer to as the spirit of the shrooms, which is essentially the living mycelial network that covers the entire planet. And basically, once they died, the shrooms, spirit of the shrooms, used its power to bring Zebo back to life. But of course, having been dead and now reborn, they didn't have, essentially lost their memories. So they stumbled out of the cave, confused and disoriented, where they found their way to essentially the nearest town, which is where they were spotted by the patron, who recognized in him their shared undeathness, and basically took him under her wing, helped him come to terms with his status as now being a reborn, and recovering some of his memories and improving his skills as a spore druid.
Wonderful. And last but certainly not least. By the way, I was looking at the name of Lace's character and thinking of your name, Alhana, and all of the A's and AL and TH's got really pressed up in my brain. I couldn't make a word. So apologies, I had a brain fart there. Corey, you yes, last but not least.
My character's name is Kristi, and he's just a basic human. Nothing fancy, except about 10 years ago, he, at one of Raisha's? Yeah.
Raisha, yeah.
Yeah. At one of Raisha's offices that she uses every so often. The door opens and he just walks in, hands her a contract and says, "I'll be seeing you as you need me. And no matter what," and the contract is just a simple, basic working, 401k type deal, except it is straight up signed by her, and it's not magic. It's not magic. She's had it tested over the course of the years, and it's all legitimate, and she has no memory of signing it yet, but such as it is. And every time that she'd ever think of needing him for whatever assignment is relevant, he'd always be there waiting for her in whatever appropriate office she'd be starting the assignment in.
Ooh, kind of creepy. Okay, excellent. Well, so there's going to be I'm going to do some scene setting, and I'll make it. I'll kind of say when you guys will come in. So this is how the story begins. A blinding white light forces your eyes to close, and you feel your stomach drop as a teleport spell sends you, hurtling through space. Suddenly you feel your feet settle on hard ground again, and your nose is filled with the overpowering smell of smoke and sulfur. It takes a few moments for your eyes to adjust to the near-pitch black darkness of the volcanic cavern you've arrived into. Zebo pulls a long, slender, quartz-like stone a few inches in length from their pocket. As they turn their body toward the dim red light, illuminating an entrance of around 150 feet ahead of you, the stone begins to glow a faint blue color. And as it begins to glow, you all know the treasure that you're here to take lies ahead, in a red dragon's lair. Each of you unconsciously reach for your foreheads, where a tingling sensation still lies, where the blessing bestowed with a kiss by your patron, Raisha, tingles. Only a few moments before, you stood in her study, right before she cast the teleport spell that sent you to the mouth of a red dragon's lair. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
So trippy.
So doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Flashback. All right. All of you have been summoned to Waterdeep, and you enter the familiar abode of your patron, Raisha, a well-apportioned house in the well-heeled seaward of Waterdeep. Only an hour ago, you had all gathered in here in her study to learn what it is that she had summoned you for. Despite coming from many different places, each of you have a connection with each other, because you are all, turn the page, supported and mentored by Raisha. She saw in each of you the raw talent and drive that has now made you powerful and formidable. You have worked together occasionally, but mostly on your own for jobs for her, and you have all presumed that she's called you here for another such task. After some pleasantries catching up, Raisha, her dark skin glowing in what is the remaining sunlight of the day as the sun sets through a nearby window, her hair intricately woven and sitting in a green dress, takes her seat and asks you all to join her by sitting around the table. She looks up at you with a serious expression on her face. My friends, it has been my great pleasure to watch each of you excel your talents and skills. Now I need you to help me prevent a potential disaster. Each of you know I am cursed with immortality, cursed to never have a final rest or a final peace. The ancient power that cursed me has returned to its plane of existence, but the knowledge to cast the curse remains in our plane. For the last 12 centuries, I have worked to help to hide and suppress the curse's components and the spell wording. So far I've succeeded, and all of those who seek immortality have been forced to try other methods, which is no easy feat. One of the ways I've stopped the curse from being cast is by collecting one of its most rare components needed for the spell, a mineral called AcIn, naturally magical and exceedingly rare. As she says this, she pulls out 2 quartz-like looking stones from her pocket. The stones shine with a blue glow as they lay in the palm of her open palms. She hands one to Erithra. Ermthran? Is that right? Am I pronouncing? Yes, Ermthran? Where's the emphasis, Sibi?
I'm just saying, fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually Decebo. I forgot to make that. It's Decebo. Because I said that earlier and I forgot to change it in a later text. Because I realized it made more sense to go to Zebo. Yes, she hands one to Zebo, and each of you notice that the blue glow fades slightly as the 2 stones are moved farther apart. She continues. AcIn reacts with itself, producing this blue glow. Its magical properties interact with the other AcIn. This will help you find the cache and the Ixamen that I need you to retrieve for me. I learned that an archmage, Danica Usi, had pieced together the words of this ancient curse and was about to buy from a local baron who had no understanding of its value a cache of Ixamen. As the cache of treasures and the components were being transported, the convoy was attacked by a red dragon. The red dragon took the treasure hoard, including the Ixamen, to its lair. I need you to retrieve the Ixamen from the red dragon's lair before Danica and her minions can. You leave within the hour. You can take this time to discuss your plans, and then I will teleport you to the lair's entrance that I've scried in the northwestern part of Faerun. Karistaraken? Is that right?
Kari Staraken.
Karistaraken.
You can just do Kari for short.
Perfect. Kari, here is a crystal charm with runes inscribed. This will teleport you and all creatures within 15 feet of you back here to my study once you've recovered the Ixamen. The mission is to recover the Ixamen. Whether or not the dragon dies is up to you, but the most important thing is to recover the stones. I will teleport you when you are ready. All right, and with that, she looks at you all. Now knowing your mission, you have an hour in game
Right. I'd like to roll anything I can to kind of know something about red dragons and maybe this specific red dragon, if it is possible.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna ask Raisha, do you know the red dragon's name, darling?
I don't happen to know the name. There are quite a few dragons that are in that area, in the northern part of Faerun, near the spine of the world. So it's difficult to pin down which of four it might have been. However, I do know from the reports that it was a dragon of immense size, so presumably not a wormling or a young dragon.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to roll like a monster knowledge check to kind of like know anything I can about that area, the dragons, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. What are you gonna roll for me? Like a history check?
History?
Mm-hmm.
I think a history check would work.
If there's something else that you can think of that... Yeah. So with a 16, you would know that from your bard, right?
Yes.
So from mingling amongst other bards and hearing songs and tales, you know that red dragons are the most badass dragons. Like red dragons, other dragons will get together and mate and get along. Like red dragons barely do that. They're very arrogant. They're constantly in competition for like pride points and will just fight anybody. They will fight anyone. You know that they have a very dangerous breath weapon from the stories as well. And you know that a dragon is most deadly in its lair.
So keeping all of that in mind, what is so special about this area? Like if there's four red dragons specifically.
It's the
like,
kind of
why are they bothered?
environment that they like. They like to be near, especially volcanic caves. And there are some like dormant and semi, like working volcanoes in that area of near the spine of the world in Faerun. Like you will find blue dragons in the desert and other, colors depending on the environment. This fire, magma, volcanoes. You would know that, that's where the red dragons would like to. Also with that, like that they tend to stay around their homes. They don't go out, but if you come within their territory and they kind of sniff out treasure, they'll come get it. I think that's about a 16. Seems like 16's.
At least I'm getting my money's worth then. Yeah. My die roll's worth, I suppose. I kind of speak up. Just a quick thing about my character. My character is dressed rather finely, well-to-do in this kind of idea. You can see that the leathers and fine stitching of work is kind of like, just that kind of idea of it strikes you as somebody of being either like a ship's captain or maybe some sort of athlete or maybe even a performer. Expecting that there was, going to be some sort of work today, she came with a necklace that holds in it an obscenely large stone. Like, it really is quite big, almost as big as my fist. And a small walking stick like rod that she's like holding and using as kind of like a walking stick. She's got a backpack, and on the top of the backpack is a steel chest. And she'll still speak up and say, it'll most likely be the case that we'll be heading straight into a volcano. Do any of you have any history dealing with dragons at all?
Not exactly.
Can you do the same, Corey, and kind of describe Carrie as well?
Oh, yeah. He's just a basic normal human. He's got kind of a dark chestnut colored hair. He's wearing just a very simple kind of tunic style thing that's also a cloak.
Okay.
And yeah, and this whole time he has been seemingly completely engrossed in the book he has, but has been paying attention.
Does Carrie look up from the book or just speak?
Oh, no. Just speaks while following whatever is written in the book.
Okay.
So to go back, yes, he speaks up as just says, kind of, not really, but yes.
So what is your work with red dragons? Ruby? Red.
Red.
Okay.
Raisha says red.
Right now, I'm not sure, but we'll see.
So, is there anything to prepare?
Yes. And then he looks up from the book at Raisha.
Raisha looks back.
Well, I'm as ready to go as I ever am.
Can you describe Zebo?
Yeah, Zebo's a little over 3 feet tall. He has rather pale ashen skin. He wears a tight bandana on his head with his pale, dirty blonde hair poking out from underneath it. He's got a matching goatee, dressed in pretty simple clothes. He has an amulet around his neck, which is his magic focus. And he has sandals on his feet that look almost as if they're made out of spider webs, and is carrying a rather ornate-looking staff.
But no head mushroom?
Hmm?
No head mushroom?
No head mushroom.
Later
growing from behind the ears.
No.
And Zebo said, what, you ready to go?
Yep.
I think it's a good idea if we did a bit of shopping. Is there some time to do that?
We've got about an hour, and there's plenty of shops just around the corner here in the Sea Ward.
Okay, then no time to waste. And I'm going to go out and see if I can get a hold of some fire resistance potions.
Ah, okay. Let me get out the manual. Zip, do you talk?
I haven't spoken so far.
No, I've noticed. You know, this is a role-playing game, right?
Yes.
Okay. While I'm looking up the charts, Raisha will look at you and say, well, my paladin friend, do you have any experience fighting dragons?
No.
What is what is your character's name again? Emmy.
Fran.
Ermy.
Fran.
Oh, okay.
What does look like?
Much like in the picture on the screen, he's about 4 foot tall. He wears full plate armor. His hair and beard are white, but his face looks more like it would be in his 20s. And yeah, the armor is patterned with images from nature rather than what one might expect from a dwarf.
Okay.
And I am here myself.
All right. So, Laith, why don't you roll me a D100 to see how much luck you have in finding the potions? Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm surprised.
Yes. And so go ahead and roll me a D. I'll say for getting above 75, you can roll me a D6.
Mm.
Yeah. You are able to find a shop that's about 20 minutes away. It's taken you. And they do have 3 potions of fire resistance.
How much would that be?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. I'm gonna say they're 500 gold pieces each because I don't know, and so I'm making it up. I figured that's probably pretty high. I grabbed the wrong book initially. Magic items, 135. Oh, wait a minute. I can just look it up in the online compendium. It's probably faster. And it's also dark in my room, so...
Yeah.
So based on their rarity, potion of fire resistant, how rare is that?
Uncommon.
Oh, it's only uncommon. Okay. Gosh, well then that's probably closer to 50.
Okay. If you are sure.
Yep. If they're uncommon, I think that seems about right. If anyone else wants to negotiate with the DM higher, I'm willing to go higher.
I'm saying no, I'm taking what it is.
Because, I mean, you start with uncommon... well, no, it's common items, not uncommon items. Sorry. That's all right. It was a one-shot. Fucking buy it. So,
Okay.
yeah, you'll probably have enough money left over, so...
I have more than enough left over.
Yeah.
In fact, enough to kind of confuse you again by saying, do they have anything else?
They have many things. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
A potion of giant strength would be good.
All right, go ahead and roll me another D100.
Aw, can't I just get it?
Potions of
One shot.
are only 3,000.
Which one did you want? Hill Giant?
Frost giant. Go big.
Okay. That's rare. No, they don't have any of those in stock. It's pretty, especially near the sea. You know, storm giants. You know, you could probably get. They have one.
How about
vial.
a potion of invulnerability?
They're about 3,000.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a D100. Roll me a D4.
D4.
They have one.
Yee.
Or 3,000. Oh,
Yeah, I'm down. Okay, I shall buy it.
Okay.
Would anyone out of character, speaking entirely out of character, of course, would anyone be interested in me buying them a potion while I am here?
Yeah, sure.
Just
Of-
a potion.
What kind of potion?
I will reach into a box that is set aside with discount written across the side of it,
Yeah, we'll
and I
do.
will pull out one that is worth 1 copper. There you go. That is the one. That is the one that I got for you, Zeb. There. Cool.
Sure.
A really old bottle of ale.
All right, hold on.
I reach into the other one that's written even more discount, and there's like a cracked glass. And it says ale on the side, but what actually it's supposed to say is pale. Who knows?
All right. Trying to just. Yeah, you can get a potion of healing for that.
All right. 3 fire resistance, 1 invulnerability, and a potion of healing.
Yep. All right.
That's a me.
Okay. Yeah, and so you get back with about 10 minutes before when Raisha was hoping you would all head out because it's a bit time sensitive. Yes. So.
Wow, armor of vulnerability is only 20,000.
Ah, crap, I forgot to put my gear back on.
What? So, like, has anyone been doing anything while we waited, while I was out? Like, maybe search for info or anything like that?
Yeah,
Kari's been reading this whole time, so
Zebo's just been sitting there smoking on one of his special herbal cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, you my dealer? Like, I just want to make a tie. I want to do a tie, okay?
Sure.
Are you Ali's dealer? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Sure.
Share a split.
What are you after, man?
I'm on the job now, not much. Just like, I just like the idea of, not having to go to an opium den to get some opium, for the opium. Here's your potion of healing. Sadly, it's not, peyote flavored.
It'll do. Thanks, man.
You see Raisha get up and she starts preparing the teleportation spell. She needs a little bit of time to do it. And
while she's doing that, Kari steps over to Athalia and leans over and asks, "Did you get the giant strength potion?"
Who are you?
Did you get the giant strength potion?
No.
Good. And then goes back to waiting for the circle to be finished.
yes, the little Carrie's in their own little world. All right. Yes, the circle is finished, but as you sort of line up, Raisha says, "Before you leave, I can't come with you. I need to stay here and continue to work on retrieving the spell that's been written down by Danica. But I want to give you my blessing to help you on this quest." And she walks over to you, Kari, and says, oh, sorry, wrong page. Next page. Your inner strength is not always matched by your outer strength. She leans in as she says this and kisses you on the forehead. And as her lips touch your skin, you feel a searing on your forehead with almost like a freezing burn for just a second. She says, "I give to you my blessing of protection. You now have +1 AC, +1 to your AC, and +1 to all of your saving throws.
Oh, okay. Does that expire, or is that just for the mission?
That is forever.
Okay.
Aram, you dedicated your life to protecting those who need it, so now I give you my blessing to help you. Pull out your axe.
He pulls his axe and lays it across his hands in front of her.
She puts her hands over your hands, with the axe, and leans in and gives you a kiss on your forehead, and you feel an electric shock pass as her lips from her to you as her lips touch your skin. And she says, I give to you my blessing of weapon enhancement. You now have +1 weapon.
Yay. He brings her, bows, and backs away.
She comes next to Althea. Is that right? Am I pronouncing it? Althea?
Athalia?
Athalia? Is that Lace?
Yes, yeah, Ali.
Ali. Okay. Or Athy? Okay.
Athy, whatever.
Okay. She says, you've inspired countless with your wit and charm and talent to protect you as you protect others. I give you my blessing of health. She leans in and kisses you on the forehead, and for a moment you feel intense heat emanating from where her lips made contact with your skin, and then it's gone. You now have a +2 to your con. And don't forget to retroactively upgrade all your hit points 16 levels. Because I looked at your sheet and you fucking need it.
Fuck you! You want hit points, you bastard.
How many hit points did you have?
9.
79.
Wow.
Wait, 79?
That was average. What the fuck are you on about, you guys? Jesus.
Well, I'm over. I mean, I did take the toughness feat, so I've got 137.
Yeah? That you're also the tank.
No, I'm a wizard.
I'm the tank.
I'm a
got
druid. I've
154.
got 146.
Yeah, I looked at your hit points and went, you're gonna die. So yeah, I've customized each of these blessings for you.
Oh, thank you.
She walks over to you, Zebo, and says, watching you develop your talents has always brought me joy. Therefore, my blessing will help protect you as you use them. I give to you my blessing of magic resistance. And she leans in and gives you a kiss on your forehead. And as her lips touch your skin, you feel almost a slashing cut that quickly fades into numbness. And you now have advantage on your saves versus spells and other magical effects.
Nice. Whoa, thank you, ma'am.
Raisha likes you guys. Then, yes, she steps aside, and each of you step through the portal and go back to the entrance to the dragon's lair. So, not the entrance. You guys are still, like, as you can see here, quite a ways off. I kind of thought maybe you'd use your time to make your tactical plans, not where a dragon could hear you. But, here you are. So...
Yeah. Fran will take the lead and start walking towards what he presumes is the dragon's lair.
You guys are just gonna walk. Okay.
I don't want to walk straight in. Guys.
You don't?
It's a dragon's lair. There's doing things because we know we'll be okay, and then there's suicide.
There has been a distinct lack of role playing to this point in the game.
And then Fran just stops and turns around and says, "What are we waiting for?"
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Zebo clicks his fingers and turns invisible.
Okay.
I was waiting to do this, and Carrie cast Mage Armor.
Okay. You have mage armor?
Woo.
Okay, so where are we?
All right. Well, yeah. You guys. All right. So this map is very large. and your players are in the bottom left-hand corner. It might take a bit for Roll20 to load it for you. I had some issues with that.
The map itself?
Remember at the
No.
bottom left?
There it
I
is.
can see us. That's fine.
Although I can also see a fire bottom right.
Wait,
but
what?
yeah.
Oh yeah. We don't see that. That's not there.
You can see a fire?
Right. Yeah, if the lines of sight aren't
There's like
too
a lit brazier or something.
light source.
something.
It's a light source. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's over
Oh.
here.
I don't see that uploaded for me yet, though.
I'll check that. But anyway,
There's like
yeah.
a spell template there.
You guys are not supposed to be able to see that.
I can't see
Move
that.
move it onto the
It's supposed to be on the
GM's
GM
layer.
layer. Yeah, it is on the GM's layer.
Do you have a
well, in
on
that case, if,
token on the
light
GM
is,
layer?
if the light is on, then
Oh,
if
maybe
there's
that's
nothing
it.
impeding it, we can see it. So if there's no
Nope.
lines of sight thingy in it,
But you shouldn't be able to see things on the GM's layer.
we can see light. There's like a thing that you put on, and it's like, light source. You can see.
Yeah,
it.
if it's set as a light source.
But it's not okay. Well, the thing I'm seeing is not. I think I might see what you're seeing as a light source. No, that's not. Oh, anyway, I'll. Describe to me what you see.
Okay. See a circle? It's right here. It's red, orange, and it's about what?
I've got runes
3 by
going
3
around.
square, 3 by 3 squares. Right here.
Can you ping it?
I am.
Literally pinging the center of it.
Look in the lower right-hand side corner, like literally.
It's a
in the
3
right-hand
by
side.
3 circle fire template thing.
Oh, sorry. I was on the complete other side of the map because it's a very large map. Okay. Yep. Sorry. Let's move that. The GM.
Yay.
Okay. So now it's dark.
Yes.
All right. Except for a template in the rocks. Okay. Okay. Everything else is dark though. Cool.
Now it's dark. I've now got the Twin Peaks soundtrack going through my head.
Okay. All right. So the question I have is, I've given everyone basically dark vision, but I think some of you don't. The human doesn't have it, right? So Kari won't have it.
Yes. Correct. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So no night vision for you. Oh, that's gonna. Anyone else
that's fine.
not have night vision? Dark vision. And is it to 60 feet for everybody? That's
Yes,
yeah. That's
and
that I
yeah.
put it. Okay, that's what I put as a default.
No, 120 superior dark vision.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Nope. It's really slow for me on this damn map, but we'll get there. I'll get there. That you, Zebo? Nope, that's I haven't seen. I'm not used to your new tokens yet. Okay, got it. 120 coming up. All right. Got that now.
Did you
Dear
just boost
Karen.
everyone's?
Oopsie.
Yeah, I think you might have been selecting everyone because the map just got bigger for me too.
Well, it's showing me that Allie's is 60 feet.
It might be. Have you got it selected that all players can see light source? Because if you have that selected, it doesn't matter what we individually have.
Okay.
If somebody's got more, we can see that source.
Where is that in the settings?
Or
Or is it in a map setting?
It wouldn't be in map settings. It would be in the individual token settings.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm looking at dynamic lighting. I've got vision on or off, night vision for a distance, tokens that emit light, but in advanced setting.
Make sure that that is.
They're all
Make
off.
sure that the tokens they're all off.
Yeah, it doesn't say anyone's emitting light. I'll make sure nobody's emitting light, but I never changed that setting. I'll check. All right. I don't want to spend too much time with this because this is not fun. This is not role playing. This is just technology problems. So, no one is a token. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So.
Well, in that case, I mean, really, we could reset it. We could all exit and then re-enter to see what happens, because it might actually improve.
Refresh it? You could try refreshing the page if you wanted to. Sure.
Okay, hitting refresh.
Yeah, come for the D&D, stay for the boring technical discussions about how our Roll20 works.
Sadly, not. I'm still seeing some 120.
100 feet. Well, I mean, I can't turn it off for Zebo because it's not fair. So, I guess Zebo's
Well, in that case, we just leave it.
Yeah. We'll just have to work with it.
Yeah. Zebo's just walking along describing everything to you.
And then 60 feet later, everybody's going, yeah, that's right.
So as you enter this space, I actually have, and I'll show you guys afterwards, the pictures were just too large. I had to physically size down each picture because it was too big for Roll20 to upload directly. But I actually have like the you know how I showed you that vision initially when you landed looking down the hallway? I've got pictures from like that viewpoint for a couple different pieces of this map. It was too much time. It would be like hours to resize them and upload them all. So I'll show them to you afterwards.
Cool.
So I kind of just pass around. I give to hey, don't move, stop moving.
So,
Army,
okay, I'll
stop
come
moving.
back.
Yeah, I gave you a fire. I gave you fire. I give you one of my fire resistances. I give all three of you a fire resistance bottle. Okay.
Thank you.
So you all got one.
You can keep one because Zebo's got their own way of dealing with elemental damage.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. I'll keep that one then. But yeah, just to say, Kari and Umthran, you got potion of fire resistance. Gives resistance. That means you halve it when you take that damage type, and it's fire.
That lasts for 8 hours.
1 hour. 1 hour.
1 hour.
Best idea is that once we start seeing combat, we pop it, and then we just carry on. Okay.
Okay.
Lead the way, my dear Afghan.
Presumably this way. Hey, with soft set.
Best kind of grid. Offset.
So, Fran walks forward, his shield raised, ready for anything. Sorry.
No, as you look around, you see that it's volcanic rock all around you. And even with your 120 feet, Zebo, when you look up, if anything, you think you see part of like the night sky above, maybe like, jaggedly pouring in. But you can't actually see a ceiling per se. It goes quite high up.
Okay. Well, as Thran and the group are kind of going, I'm going to be off to the side a little bit, stealthed out, so that way I can hopefully kind of get the drop on anything that gets the drop on them.
Sure, go ahead and roll me for your stealth. Ooh, very nice. Basically blend in with the surroundings. Look.
I am gone, my friends. I am a reasonably small rock.
Whereas Zebo's just still invisible.
We should probably also put some distance between us.
Glowing coming from the floor, where it seems like
Oh, and 20 passive perception, by the way, Kristi.
a what?
20 passive perception, by
Oh,
the way.
okay.
For hidden things.
Yes.
Wow. I've only got 12.
Dong,
Yeah, I've got 11. So.
narrows a little bit.
I'm just waiting for the little drakelings to jump out.
Starting to see. So you're seeing like a glowing coming from.
Is Kristi dropping out for anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah,
but I think it is just saying that it's like it's a desolate area and it's kind of like probably this thing
Lava eat.
holes in the ground and lavas and bad shit.
For some reason messes things up.
Bandwidth. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
So, which path do we want to take? Middle or go up the left, or continue around hugging the wall on the right?
Um.
Hmm.
hmm.
Maybe we should consult the stones, dudes. That should lead us to where we're going.
Okay, dude. Do what you need to.
Pulls out the stone, see if it's reacting in any particular direction.
So you notice that when you hold the stone and you move toward the left where the light is, it seems to fade a bit. But when you turn in the opposite direction toward the east, it seems to strengthen a bit in its intensity.
Definitely looks like it's this way.
Aram?
Yes.
Taking the lead. Hello.
Of course he's taking the lead.
Yes, as you approach, you can start to hear sort of like a screeching or other sound. And from the floor, like flies up, these creatures, little creatures made of what? Enigma. Really slow on this map, for which I very much apologize. Yeah, you've got some Maffets heading your way. So I guess if everyone wants to click their token. Oh, let me pull up the turn order. Okay. And initiative.
There we are, rolling bad still.
I don't think anyone really rolls good or bad. I think that people just roll and then bad things happen to them completely, like coincidentally from the fact.
I would say that, but then I played with Micro. And Micro's character is kind of like a fuck up in our game. And Micro so often fucks up on the rolls too. Like things that he has like a 6 proficiency on, he'll roll a 1. And just in clutch moments. So I don't know. I think maybe sometimes people do. No, I'm joking. The dice are random.
I just roll bad on initiative.
It is like a philosophy in D&D thing that people like ascribe personalities and superstitions to, like dice and stuff like that, even though there is nothing to ascribe to.
Yep, because we want to see patterns. We're pattern seeking people. All right. Okay, let me organize this. I have to do my little doody doos. Gonna do those as well. Oh, they're not doing
Good idea.
All right.
Yeah, I've added on my spores aura.
Okay, cool. That makes it easier to do the math. Yep, brilliant. All right, Kari, you are up first in the turn order, but you're kind of. Oh no, that's Allie's far away.
Yeah, I'm here. It's fine. Let's see. I probably. Well, no, if that's a big pit of lava, I could definitely see them. So, yeah, we'll just start with something simple. We're just gonna go. Let's see. I can fucking click it. Yeah. 10-foot radius. Yeah. Right in the center.
Okay.
Right in the center. That'll catch all of them. We're gonna slow time a bit. So this will. They need a
con save throws.
Con save, and if they fail, their movement is half. Yeah,
Okay.
their movement is half until my turn.
Okay. Stupidly close that window. Gotta open it up again. Sorry. Get up their constitution. There. All right, so 3 con saves coming up. Oh, 1 made it. The other 2 probably won't, but 1 did.
1 made it.
1 made it. All right, and so they take 2d8 of force damage. Is that right?
9.
Okay. All right, 9 damage each. All right, I'll say the first 2.
Except for the one that saved, which takes half.
Okay. Go through. So takes half of 9. That's 4.
Yes, 4.
Okay, who is? Oh, the Mephits are up.
All right.
The speed of the 2 that didn't make it is half.
All right. Oh, this is so dumb. Okay. Hold on a second. For some reason, it's changing all the scores when I change it on one of them. Let me just. Oh God, I fucking hate you. Okay, I'll just have to do it more by hand, I guess. I'll put it in a different. I'll put it in a different window. That'll solve the problem. Okay,
All
yeah, that
problems are
worked.
solved with Windows.
Yes, that actually worked.
There you go.
Yes, it did. Okay, 9 and 9 and 4. Sorry for the delay. This is totally down to roll 20 being slow. All right, so Mephits are all going to. You were the one who attacked them, weren't you, Kari? And so, no, I guess Zebo is actually probably the closest.
Zebo's also invisible.
Oh,
What are you thinking of?
sorry. So, like, of opportunity, you can.
Presume. No, that one probably didn't fly close enough, did it?
No, it's gonna fly around you. Or
What is their movement speed?
hold on. Speed of
Okay.
flying.
And this one needs to make a.
Come back. a bit.
So two of them should only have 15.
Oh,
feet
that's
of
right.
flying.
You're right. You're right. Correct. Okay. Oh, roll 20 is being really slow tonight. Like my window is frozen. It sucks.
Oh no.
Zebo will have this one take a DC 20 con save or take 1d10 necrotic damage.
Okay. Oh, stop. Just like I need to like my screen. I'm gonna have to refresh my entire screen.
Uh,
So let me work out the movement first. God. All right, I'm never gonna use like a homemade map. This is terrible. Or we're just gonna theater of the mind it because I can't be bothered. Oh, my screen is black, completely black.
No.
Saying randomizing dice rolls, sort of, and then just sitting there. Okay. Back up. So two of them have half movement speed, so they get to go back. So I don't know if you're going to get your attack of opportunity. Here, here. Going to end up having to go by you. Because they're not
Okay.
going to get anywhere else. One has the full movement, so it can get. It's going to flank you. Can't. Yeah, so they would just. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to fly.
Oh, it's all going for me. Yay.
Yeah. Okay, they also have. Oh, I guess it's a different. Okay. Right. So, each of them are going to use their breath weapons on you. So, you're going to need to make a. It's not very high, but you have to make a DC 11 dexterity check 3 times.
Okay.
They're just gonna like blow in a line here. You might actually 15-foot cone. No, that one's going in that direction. No, I think you're okay. Kari, from where they are. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think Zebo and I are both okay.
Yeah. So can I get those rolls?
Yeah, just checking whether the aura of protection does that affect me as well?
What is the aura? Is that a saving throw thing? What does it
When
say?
a friendly creature within 10 feet has to make a saving throw, adds my charisma modifier to it.
But that's a
No.
friendly creature, not you.
Yeah.
That one.
Don't worry.
Right?
Okay, that's one.
Yeah.
If add 4 to that, and that's 1, and wow, so I collect dex. That one's a fail,
It was safe.
and that
Okay.
one's a success.
So.
Okay, I'm using my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie spreads his hands out, does some magical stuff, and then vanishes. We now go back in time 6 seconds and reroll that one.
Okay.
Didn't work, but
At least it wasn't a
whatever.
crit fail.
Nope, that's not right. I wanted. Where'd it go? There it is. This one.
Oh, okay. So you can use it twice.
Yes.
Right. So the time you go back, yes, and instead of completely taking it like right in the face, it's sort of like it's more like in the
Just slightly.
shoulder area. Yeah. So yes. So we're gonna do 2 at half damage. So let me go. That's 2d6. So we'll do 4d6 cut in half. So 12. Yes, so 6. And then 1 for 2d6 for the full damage. Right, and that's 7.
13 total.
Yes, fire damage. And that is their turn.
This one needs to make a DC 20 con save or take 1d10 necrotic damage.
Okay. What's the DC on it?
20.
Nice. Methods aren't going to make that shit. And so, sorry, because it's too much information for me to take in. What does he have to? What's the damage now? Or necrotic? A roll? Takes 1 point.
1.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that only for the one, or does the other one get it too?
It's done as a reaction, so I can only do it
Oh, okay.
once. 13.
Okay. All right. Well, if a method can look bloody, this one is starting to look a bit on the bloody side. Yes, they look a little less molten-y and more rock now. Bits are starting to fall off. Zebo, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Okie dokie. I'm thinking. No, I'm not going to open with that. Yeah, well, gonna cast a moonbeam. There it is. On the one that I damaged with my halo, which will, of course, drop my invisibility.
Is that another con save?
For
lightning?
It's
Moonlight?
second level spell. So yeah, I'll cast it as second level. And yes, that's a DC 20 con save for 3
Again.
damage.
Don't you hate that?
And
That's attack.
yes, which one did you bang again? The one that you got to before?
Yeah.
Okay, and it was for 5. Yes, looking.
Yeah, 2d10 radiant on a failed save. Half as much on a success.
Yes, they failed. They failed.
So yeah, that was a paltry 3 damage. Rolled a 2 and a 1.
That's rough.
Well for damage.
Is that a second level
Yeah,
spell?
I always hate when that happens.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
painful. Yeah, that's super
Yep.
painful. Yeah. All right. Anything else with your turn?
Not this turn, no.
Then it's Allie's turn. What's your bard gonna do?
All right. First things first. As a as a bonus action, I'm going to give Kari. You're the next person. Yeah. I'm going to give Kari my.
No. Erica was the next person.
No, but you're the one who comes afterwards. You're not in range for me. Basically, Umthran isn't really in range for me.
Ah, okay.
Slightly out of range. And yeah, so Kari's going to get my bardic inspiration. I speak a word that is from the sentence that spoke the world into existence, causing a tiny mote, minuscule in size and small in importance, to begin to oscillate around you in a slow and ponderous manner. Basically, you've got my thing, you've got my bardic inspiration, which is a D12.
A D12.
Yeah. And you have a bonus thing from my mote of creation. And then as my action,
sorry, what's the bonus thing from the mote of creation?
it depends on what it depends on what Kari decides to use it on. So boop. No, sorry, that didn't go on there. You can see ability check. When they use it and do the thing and roll for the ability check, they can roll the bardic inspiration a die and choose which roll to use. The mote pops and emanates colourful, harmless sparks for a moment. Attack roll. Immediately after the attack, add it to the attack roll against it, and there's a thunderous mote. It shatters, and then the target and each creature of your choice that is within 5 feet of it must succeed in a or take thunder damage or a saving throw. They get temporary hit points equal to my constitution. So it's all to do with what you decide to use it on, Kari.
Okay.
And that lasts as long as the sorry. That's also a 10-minute thing.
That's as long as you got the inspiration. Okay. So use it or lose it. Yep. And then I'm going to. What is the shadow touch thing? Oh yeah, that's the invisibility power. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to cast polymorph on this one.
Okay.
There you go. It's within range. I'm going to polymorph them into a piece of paper.
Did you do that to the one over the lava?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. just making sure that I got that right.
It is a wisdom saving throw against DC 19.
Yeah, they're not going to. No. So this one becomes a piece of paper.
Yep.
And
it becomes made out of paper. In fairness to it, it's made out of paper.
Do you want to describe then? I mean, because obviously, as soon as it's going to be made out of paper, it's going to burst into flames.
Yeah, it turns into it's like this is one of the ones whose breath attack missed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it started to breathe in order to like breathe out fiery death onto whomever it was. I wasn't really paying much attention, but then it blows out and it's like, and it's kind of like, well, that's never happened before. Tries it again, and its entire esophagus has changed into an origami shape, and that then spreads out as as I break the caterpillar cocoon that is the material component of my spell, and it basically, like, its mouth becomes origami, and then its eyes become origami, and then its ability to fly becomes origami, and that's when it falls.
I think for the method, I'm going to do rule of cool, and you killed it. Because that was a good switch. Buffets aren't that hard, but that was a good. Like, I'm just gonna reward that originality. Yes, that was good. So.
And for my movement action, I'm going to zoop over to here. Yeah.
That is everything for your turn. Excellent. Ermi.
So. Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Great.
Yay! Ermi finally gets being as all the living ones are in range, starting with this one.
Yep, that's a hit.
And that's not sure whether no. So that's 11 damage.
All right. I think you can
Not sure
describe.
whether this,
Yeah, you can describe how you kill it.
one swipe, taking off the wings, and then just spins around to hit the other one.
Okay, with
We
your
get
second
2
attack.
attacks.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep,
Yep, that's a hit.
and 19 damage.
Yeah, you can describe how you. But there is something that happens that you can describe how you kill it.
It explodes.
No, he just spins around and lops off its head,
All right.
and then
well,
goes,
yeah.
"That's how you do it."
Okay, so as the mephits, I should say, fall to the ground, you also then start to hear a rumbling, and each of them explodes. I need you to take within 5 feet. You have to do. It's just easy. It's a DC 11 dexterity. But yeah, say.
So you're on.
So 2 dexterity saves.
Mhm.
13.
So a failing success. All right, on a failure, it is it's just another 2d6. So let me roll this for you really quick. 2d6. So this is a full damage. Let's see, 3 and half of this. You're so happy. You'd be happy I did them in that order.
So 3 and 5, and roughly 8.
I
The
wish
other-
I'd given you that fucking bardic inspiration. I'm so sorry, Em.
Em has ways of dealing with this. It's fine.
All right. I will say that as you guys have been fighting, you've heard other sounds coming up from behind you. So we're gonna stay in initiative because taking over the Mephits' turn is more Mephits.
Fuck! What are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do?
Over there.
I can only cast 2 more things into paper.
Now we just kill him.
All right. Yeah. So
You have a
there's.
knife, don't ya?
But Carrie, it's your turn, or Kari's turn before.
They're definitely too far away for me to see them. So I'm just gonna move over here and ready a spell for when one comes into range that I can see it.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
All right. So then it's the Mephits. They're gonna take their full movement. Oh, I have to get to the right there. Help. Oh, I've got so many things on my screen. Hold on. Erg. 1 second. All right. So 1, 2. Yeah, they're like fly around this way. Guys, it's not because I'm trying to cheat. It's because Roll20 is really big.
It's okay. We're all with you. We're all with you in the hatred of Roll20.
Okay. Yeah, you're all too far away for their best weapons, so that's going to be their chance. Okay, next up then is Zebo.
Okay, Zebo's. Because we're still in combat, I can sustain this moonbeam for up to a minute.
Yep.
And I can move it 60 feet to blast that one.
Is that another saving throw?
Yep, DC 20 saving throw.
Dex or
Con, I believe.
con? Okay. Nope. So what was the effect again?
That's 2d10 radiant. 11 radiant.
All right. Oh yeah, it takes a blast to the face, and it's still up and flying, but it's not. Yeah, it's definitely looking less scary than. All right. Anything else?
And then gonna cast Shillelagh on my Staff of the Woodlands.
Okay. Yep. As your bonus action. Yep.
Yep.
Some shillelagh. All right, Emily. You're up.
So as to kind of keep this going, I'm going to use a vicious mockery on this one, and I'm going to go. Your mama was some igneous rock and your daddy was some sedimentary. We looked at you and thought, fuck it, chuck it in the lava. DC 16.
Charisma, wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay. No, you hurt its feelings.
Really hurt its feelings.
It doesn't include a thing, but there's a thing that comes from this.
So there's so that's 7 psychic damage.
There's an extra d6, but I couldn't get it to work, so it's 12. 12 d6.
You can
Looking like
describe.
shit.
You can
Okay,
describe how
and
you
then
destroy
I'm
it with
gonna-
your words.
Oh fuck! Do I? Okay.
With words.
Okay. So you heard it. You know, it's a bad burn. I can't do it again, otherwise, you know, the internet might break. But then it kind of just goes, "What? What is that? I'm gonna fuck this guy up. What is this? Oh, what? No!" Ah! And it immediately explodes.
Yep, and does no damage because he's not around anyway. So yep, he's
There
good.
you go. Bardic Inspiration, and this one's going to be on Thran because it's thing. Similarly, I say another word talking about, but specifically the esoteric phrase that caused moonlight and the sunlit sky to come into being. And you now have a mode of creation. Congrats.
Nice.
Have fun with that.
All right, and that's your turn.
That's me.
Yes, Ermi.
Mhm.
Ermthran.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Everyone's going to move to the front. Not sure I want to use a spell slot on this, but yeah, time for a javelin.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'm going for that one. 10.
All right, DC. Yeah. They're molten. They're not that tough. So yeah, your javelin is now sticking out of a magma method and burning, but you do 4 points of piercing damage.
And then I'm just going to wait here then.
All right. Kari, your turn.
Well, no one wanted to move in, so that was a waste of holding my spell. But sure that's here. But yeah, I'm just gonna hold the same spell again for when one of them gets closer
Okay.
within range.
All right. All right. So it is the Muppet's turn. This one is, well, you know, you're right there, Army. So the cover to you, is it within your?
The bottom one?
Yep.
Okay, so that one, when it gets, moves on. When it gets right next to the currently dead one and
Okay.
the glowy ball of light, need a DC con save from it.
Okay. Nope. Nothing. Nope. Failing that.
Okay, good. So as it steps into range, for a brief moment, superimposed over the area that it stands in is its past and future selves repeated, and it sadly, because it failed its con save, it trips over its future self and fall to the ground.
Nice. All right, it is prone.
And takes 5 necrotic damage. So it is
Okay.
prone.
It is prone. All right, this will be the prone thing because it'll lose half its movement. And it takes 5 necrotic damage. All right. So yep. So it's not looking well. Not yet. It's not looking bloodied quite yet. It does look surprised to be on the ground though. So it's got that going for it. All right. So then from that distance, since it's now prone on the ground, it's just going to fire its 15-foot cone of fire at you, Ermi. So you can take a which one is it? Fire breath. It's just a DC 11 dexterity, which you failed. So you're gonna.
You are making me go back in time so much. Stop this.
All right. Ooh, you take 9 damage, fire damage from that.
Wait. Reroll the dex save.
Okay.
Okay.
There you are.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Okay, there
take
we
half
go.
of that. So you take 4.
Okay.
This one is just gonna do its movement. So I don't think it can quite get to you, but get close enough to fire at you again. So
Oh.
Don't forget your bardic inspiration.
And how much is that?
roll a d12.
A d12.
D12. And also, what are you rolling it on?
A save.
A save. You will now get 8 temporary hit points. Congrats.
Nice.
So 12
And that
makes
puts
it.
you
me up
go.
to 12.
Yep. So you will take half of this. So 4 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it for the methods. Zebo. Oh, sorry, did I drop? Would you?
No, Zeba just hasn't answered you.
Whoa, that was some lag, wasn't it?
Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
There you
Ah.
are.
I was talking. I don't know why it wasn't picking up. So yeah, Zebo's moving up to there, moving the moonbeam over to the one who's presumably still prone and did his fire breath from the prone.
Uh-huh.
So DC 20 con save.
Oh, I guess it's a DC
Or 22 damage.
okay. 20 it's a 21 save or a 20 con save?
It's a 20 con save.
Okay. Let's see what they Nope, didn't think so. So yeah, you could describe how you that 22 is their hit points. So you can describe how it dies.
Basically, the light moves over them and just like slowly and painfully dissolves their body.
Yeah, and they all explode, but you guys are nowhere near it this time because you're smart. Learn that lesson. And so nobody takes any damage from the exploding methods. Things
That was
seem
the wrong
to...
method you crossed out.
Oh, it's the wrong
It
one?
was the prone one that was attacked.
Oh, sorry, my bad. So the one that's the back
Yeah.
is still up. Got it.
Yeah, it's this.
This one is still flying.
Yep,
Okay.
and
This
the
is the one,
prone
the
one
low one
here.
is down. Got it. Alright, corrected. Yes, anything else with your turn?
Nah.
Okay, next is Allie.
Oh, there's one left. I thought that was it. All right. I'm going to. You've gotten one, right? You've gotten a bardic inspiration, right, Ephraim? Or are you still okay?
Well, he just used his, I think.
He used
You
his.
just used his.
make
I
it
had to
big.
use it.
Okay, in that case, Zebo! Zebo! You get a bardic inspiration. And you hear about. And you hear about the wonders of The first, sun-dried tomato. Rats.
Dude, that sounds so rad.
Sounds proper rank, dude. And and yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to hit him with another vicious mockery.
All right.
So that's DC 16, and the put down is going to be like Mephit, more like Spleffit.
Fails that and takes 8 psychic. Huh?
There's another D6 involved.
Okay, roll it.
They go 11.
All right. Well, yeah, you basically bloody it with your words. This method just looks so wounded and deflated now. It's like it doesn't even know if it wants to fight anymore. Is that everything you wanted to do?
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's fine. I just like to ask.
I'm kind of a one-trick pony, all things considered. I'm going to move over to here.
That is bars, though.
Yeah. There you are.
He's going to come over here so that if this thing does get another attack off, no one else gets hit, and then go for another javelin. Oh, never mind.
Actually, it's fine because their AC is 2.
Yeah, but isn't that one a fail?
No.
Okay.
No, with your plus. I mean, we don't roll for critical fails. So.
Fair enough. Okay, 9 piercing.
Yeah, it's just your score. Yeah, and so, oh gosh, yeah, you actually managed to. Your javelin goes through what would maybe be considered like the chest part of the Mephits. They're pretty small, and you can see that it's actually sort of like struggling to stay up in the air now because of the damage you've
And that would be my turn.
Okay. Kari.
Let's see. Yep. Okay. We're gonna super fun and hopefully there we go. Let's see if it's safe.
Oh god,
Or if it's gonna trip over itself.
Again. Yep.
Nope.
Down. Prone.
And 4 necrotic damage.
Ego deflated.
Oh yeah, you can describe if you want to how it falls out of the sky and dies on impact because 4 damage is enough to kill it.
Yeah. Then it trips over itself and a pile of itself. Just multiple, just all collapses in on themselves.
All right, and as it lands, it stays for a while. You hear a rumbling. It explodes, but it's it lands at the edge of your feet, Ermi, because you're close enough to where the rocks rumble, kind of like tumble towards you. But you don't actually get any damage, and you all are out of combat. Clear the turn order. Okay. Back to the regular old map.
Hey.
Annoying bugs.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
For the moment.
In that case, we should hurry on. There's doubtless going to be more where that comes from, and they won't have not heard all of that.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good to me. And turns invisible again.
Should send you scouting. Then I guess we're coming over here.
No way. Hey! Run away from the methods.
And as
No.
they walk, I'm going to make use of this. I'm topping myself back up.
All right. Yeah, so as you guys travel along,
How long?
Yeah. So what was that?
was going to ask, how long do the temporary hit points last?
They last as long as the inspiring word would be, so it's 10 minutes.
All right.
Dude, I think we might be able to head round this rather than going across that rickety bridge down this way.
Yeah, it might be right.
Secretly, Kristi's just going, "You've fallen into my trap." Barely control it, Kristi.
Should summon my mount so we have an extra attacker.
I could start summoning my, my pets if you want, but I think we'll keep that powder dry until we fight the dragon.
We have a rogue rat.
You should probably take.
I should
Probably
probably.
should summon them out.
Yeah, no. I wonder. There's somebody who's joined. Who normally would play this evening. Say hi.
Hello. You have all entered my lair.
So you know.
Dude.
I smell some tasty flesh out there.
R&D doesn't have that problem, so I brought him in. So he's going to be running your opponent here in the lair. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
This is going to be great.
I can't wait to taste some tasty human flesh. Yum yum.
Nom nom.
I'm sure the human in the party is feeling quite intimidated.
Yeah, so as you guys decide to avoid the bridge over the open molten lava?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
We're
doing?
going to take the passage to the south.
Walking
Yes.
along. All right.
I'm keeping it.
And that is
I'll try not to charge ahead, but
as you move forward,
Yeah.
the cavern opens
Zebo's
up.
going to consult.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
Yeah. Zebo's going to consult the stone.
Oh yes, the stone is getting brighter and is glowing more strongly here than it did in the entrance of the cavern.
Definitely heading in the right direction, dudes.
and if we come here and nothing pops out, I'm actually going to do something silly. Is that the right one? Yeah, I'm going to give myself protection from fire, since I'm the one that's taking all the damage.
Okay, so you're gonna take this moment to drink your potion.
No,
What
cast a
is-
spell.
Oh, okay. So what are you casting?
Protection from energy. It's in the chat.
Oh, sorry. How long? Up to an hour. Got it. Okay. Oh, it's concentration based.
Yeah.
So now every time you take damage, you're gonna need to do a con save to maintain concentration. Just remember that. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. You've got your protection from energy up.
And then it's over to the next pool of lava.
Yeah, and for 10 or half the damage from the attack, whichever is higher.
Right.
Here's the thing. I'm having my Steam stream keeps dropping. So what I recording it and then uploading the recording, because I think the problem is Roll20 plus I'm streaming it plus it's like playing in the background plus I'm hosting a live chat and it's really drawing down. So for those of you who are watching live, I'm really sorry. I will upload the part 2 of this one shot as soon as we're done, but for quality, I think for everyone the experience will just be better if I can hear things. So yeah, we're gonna stop the stream and I'll start recording, and you guys will have to just wait and finish how it how it turns out. So until next time, goodbye from me and the goodbye from the party. Say goodbye, party.
Goodbye, party.
Goodbye, party.
We'll be back soon. We did the bit.